Good morning, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, 3-year-old flown to Boston Hospital after possible drowning in New Boston. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Tim Callery.
Sale is going on right now at Lovely Volvo Cars.
For the first time ever, we have 3 SUVs in our model lineup that are sure to meet all your needs.
From the classic 7-passenger Volvo XC90.
Very difficult situation developing here in New Boston. Officials say this incident involves a 3-year-old boy. The fire chief here in town says authorities are just really trying to piece everything together to figure out what exactly happened here tonight. Now, we do also know that this incident involves an indoor pool. Emergency crews were called to a home on Foxbury Drive earlier today. The Bedford Fire Department was also dispatched to the scene. Now, we just learned some new information that the child was actually airlifted to a Boston hospital, but their condition is still unknown at this hour. But again, the fire chief here in town says crews are just really trying to gather as much information as possible to figure out what happened. But a 3-year-old boy airlifted to a Boston hospital following a possible drowning situation here in New Boston. As soon as we get an update, of course, we'll bring that to you both on air and online. But for now, we are live here in New Boston. I'm Tim Callery, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Six injured after MBTA bus SUV collide head-on in Saugus. Let's take a listen to the video from WCVB Boston.
Trying to figure out what caused this accident as the MBTA
with divorce, contact Cervisi and Associates. I've been protecting consumers for years, and so has the Cervisi team. They have a proven track record.
Susan, we are passionate advocates, and we protect our clients' legal rights during a divorce.
Take a look behind me. You can see investigators still here on scene trying to figure out what caused this accident, as is the MBTA bus and the SUV involved. And take a look at this video. In it, you can see the driver of the Ford appears to sideswipe a car on the right, then sharply turn to the left, head-on into that MBTA bus. Police tell us the driver was seriously injured. She is a 37-year-old female. 5 people, including the driver on that bus, all of them transported for minor injuries. We spoke with a witness who rushed to help the woman. He describes hearing a noise and the unfolding scene.
The bus went by and I hear smash. It sounded like he was on plastic, like smashing plastic. She was coming that way. She hit the bus head on. Spun around. That's why it's facing both the same way. He hit the tree with the front of his bus, blew out both his windshields. He's lucky.
Again, 6 people in total transported to the hospital. One of them, the driver of that SUV, a woman in serious condition tonight. Investigators trying to figure out what caused all of this.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Livermore man killed in Friday night crash. Police say a Maine man died after a pickup truck collided with his car. The Androscoggin County Sheriff's Office says that 57-year-old Bartend Nickerson died Friday evening at the intersection of Route 41 and 108 in Livermore. Police say Nickerson was traveling on Route 41 when he made a left turn in front of a pickup truck moving in the opposite direction. The crash heavily damaged both vehicles. Police say Nickerson died while on the way to the hospital. The Androscoggin County Sheriff's Office is looking to speak with anyone who witnessed the crash. And we're following some breaking news that just came into our newsroom. Situation closes Route 132 in Wales. Pond Road, also known as Route 132, is closed in Wales due to an incident. Fire officials said the road was closed from Woods to Center Road. Officials did not release any information about why the road was closed, but asked people to avoid the area and said no traffic would be allowed through. This is a developing story. Stay with us as we get more information into our newsroom. Trump offers concession to Zeke, says he's working with XI to get the company back into business. U.S. President Donald Trump said on Sunday he will help Chinese technology company Zeke Corp get back into business fast after being crippled by a U.S. ban, a concession to Beijing ahead of high-stakes trade talks this week. "30 years after deadliest drunk driving crash, survivors ask if enough has changed." Let's take a listen to the video from ABC News.
The boys are online, the internet can slow down, and I don't like
You guys don't have Fios?
no.
It's 100% fiber optic network with ridiculous speeds. You could have like 100 devices online at once.
Interested? Talk later.
Bye, boys. Don't even think about going online.
Whoa, I can't work like this.
The 100% fiber optic network means more speed for more devices at once. So get a Fios Triple Play with a 2-year agreement and choose a free Samsung Chromebook 3 or credit towards other Samsung tech.
It has been a terrible day of grief in Carrollton, Kentucky for relatives of the teenage victims in last night's grisly school bus collision. The toll now stands at 27 dead, making it one of the worst bus accidents in U.S. history. Mike Von Fremd has more on the story.
Family members and friends of the victims gathered near the temporary morgue, trying to comfort one another, while helicopters carried in dental records that will be used in the grim task of identifying burned bodies. The medical examiner suggested that families not make visual identification.
I wanted them to remember their children the way that they existed before the impact, the collision, and the flame.
The church bus carrying 67 teenagers and adults was returning from an amusement park when a pickup traveling in the wrong lane hit head-on. The driver of the pickup, 34-year-old Larry Mahoney, is in critical condition. As in all cases like this, a blood alcohol test is being done. So far, no charges have been filed. Larry Flowers, who was in the bus, managed to get out and rescue some others.
I helped a few friends out and try to get people away. A lot of them were trying to be near the bus.
I had to find my sister because we still haven't found her, so I was looking everywhere for her. That's about it.
Were people screaming or crying?
There were people screaming, crying, everything. People trying to help each other.
At the morgue, medical teams have retired for the evening. They will resume early tomorrow, and officials say it may be 4 days before all bodies are identified. Mike Von Fremd, ABC News, Carrollton, Kentucky.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Monday, and I'll see you back here later on today for another newscast. Goodbye, everyone.